When it rains, they say a tree must bend to the wind to survive the harsh weather, just like how humans adapt to the environment we live in. But if a tree refuses to bend, it will break. Life's rainstorms are then a test of our stability. For better or for worse, after the rain, there is always clarity. And what remains is our stronger self. My story begins with a much younger me, like a tree within my own world. Was well rounded by my morals even after moving to the United States. I never shook to the foreign winds of my new home. That was until I got my first job. Working in my waiter position, I have no experience. And on the top of that, I have barely learned the native tongue which limited me from clear communication. Who would have thought that for the first time in my 21 years of living, this was how I would be inducted into the working class? The feeling of wearing on an apron for the first time brought surprise, shame, and uncertainty. In my motherland, work with work was the borderline between being well off or poor. A world no college student work past unless as last resort. To work at that age in my culture was to accept bad working conditions, unjustified hours, and because most jobs were waiter positions meant accepting to serve others and putting yourself below all who you serve. Hierarchy is culturally taught through the respect of your own position and to honor those higher than yourself, just like you honor your parents and respect your boss. Those who work must obey and serve your customers' demand. Working in America holds different meanings, however. To an extent, it's a level of pride to be able to make yourself a source of income. This was something my younger self could not understand. So entering my first job, I was in fear of the hardship that came with what I understood as having a basic job. Funny how rowdy my beliefs were. They were constructed in so much fear that it has caused a G like myself to break.
Hey, where is my order of sides?
Sorry,
I believe I asked for chili, not peppers.
sorry,
Do you even understand what I'm saying?
sorry, sorry. Stupid. By definition, is a person lacking of intelligence and common sense. It was one of the first English words I had learned that day as I stumbled into the restroom to recollect my thoughts. The only word I could use to describe the person in the mirror staring back at me was stupid. Tears began to form around my eyes, but I refused to let them fall. Big boys don't cry. It was another concept I have learned growing up. And oh, how right it was. Just like this job, it was harsh and had pushed my limits. A tree must bend to the wind to survive, just as a human adapts to the environment we live in. Staring at my reflection, I began to ask myself, why was here? To survive, to live, and even more so to live independently from my parents. And that's when everything fell into place. Yes, I was a tree who was well rounded by my morals, but the moment I took on this job, I had finally setting myself free, allowing myself to become flexible to make mistakes and learn. In life, we never really know if the damages we go through may leave anything more than scars. But battle scars are the proof of us being able to put ourselves out there to grow. That days, I have learned the importance of endurance and the acceptance of being wrong. This is where growth happens when we allow ourselves to make mistakes, adapt, learn, and survive. My friends, we have all in our life stumbled into moments when the weight of our circumstance may have caused us to break. Some of us happen to come across these moments daily. So as we continue through each day, let's ask ourselves, where will the wind take us to, and what great adventures lie for the fragile G's inside each and every one of us.